Hanbury, CEO of Sana. We are essentially neuromodulation for anxiety relief on demand. This is our device. It's a neuromodulation device that uses pulsed light and sound, and a user puts the device on, lays back, presses start, and within 10 minutes, they're in a deep state of relaxation. This has very many pain and mental health benefits and indications, and fibromyalgia is our first one. And yeah, we are on the market already as a wellness device. We are an FDA breakthrough device for fibromyalgia, and we are about 4 weeks away from finishing our 166-person pivotal at Duke on fibromyalgia. So our first FDA indication will be fibromyalgia, and that will be followed in Q1 into Q2 by neuropathic pain, anxiety, and PTSD, and then in Q3 next year by depression. Early data has us outperforming all of the best drugs in each class in pain, depression, and anxiety. We are a connected device. We are measuring heart rate variability on the forehead through that sensor there, and we're collecting subjective data as well. So objective and subjective data on every single use with every single person. In Q2 next year, we will be introducing a closed loop feedback system, and will be the first neuromodulation device of any kind to personalize medicine in real time in that way. We've got a novel mechanism of action dealing with hemispheric balance and how the two sides of the brain line up, which has a massive impact on pain and mental health. Overall, we're getting pretty stunning results. We are more than 5 times effective than the leading drug in improving quality of life in fibromyalgia, which is Lyrica. In anxiety, we are massively outperforming all of the drugs. Things like Xanax obviously come with very hefty side effects as well. The average use of the device is 16 minutes a day, and yeah, the results we're getting are just epically beyond what you can do with drugs. Same within depression, same sort of order of magnitude. Yeah, our pivotal trial is just about concluded. That then goes into a health economic phase where we're collecting 6 months of data on improving cost of care. So yeah, very deep pipeline that I've talked about, some awesome partners, very strong IP, great team ready to deliver. We're really lucky in our VC funding, but onto our ask, we're really looking for channel partners. We're a small company with 4 FDA indications in different areas over the next couple of quarters. We're looking for employers, looking for mental health solutions, digital health platforms, looking for additional solutions to add on to their platform. We're looking for pharma companies with comorbid anxiety, their conditions, who are looking to improve the efficacy of their drugs. We're looking at device companies, same reason, how can we help them improve what they're doing? And anyone with pain or mental health populations who are looking for an additional solution. So please feel free to contact me any way you like. So thank you very much for listening.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Richard. Really, really appreciate what you guys are working on. So can you sort of describe and tell us a little bit more about how the technology was developed?
Yeah, certainly. So I originally had an accident in Yemen, age 19. I had to drive off a bridge to avoid a head-on collision with a petrol truck. 60 foot down, I had a traumatic brain injury, spinal cord injury, ripped aorta, and all of that ended with a nerve damage pain problem that was so severe, I was given a 5-year life expectancy. In hospital, I was given meditation. Meditation is a really bad idea if you're already in a lot of pain. But I got the idea of how could I shortcut the hardware benefits of learning how to meditate, of long-term meditation. And that's what essentially the device does. It creates a neuromodulation that produces in the brain some of the effects of long-term meditation.
Amazing. Thank you so much. So a question in the chat came through. Are you using this for both inpatient and outpatient? And how are you addressing infection prevention of the headsets?
The first proper inpatient will be post-op care, and that's a study that's coming up. It will be one person, one device, and it'll stay by their bedside. That's a simple answer, because anybody using a device, we will want them to take it home. The majority of what we're doing is targeted at home use. I mean, even the surgery one will be at home pre-surgery and then at home post-surgery.
Got it. Another question, do you struggle with people saying it sounds too good to be true? And if so, how do you work through that? What has been most effective?
Yes, and it's all about the data. Fibromyalgia is really good for us as a go-to-market because we don't have any comparators. There's no competition. The biggest drugs are Lyrica and Cymbalta, and they don't improve quality of life. They give you an increase in pain reduction at the cost of increased fatigue and other problems. So yeah, two ways. One is data. After the pivotal study, we're actually launching this week the largest non-drug fibromyalgia study ever completed at 1,000 people. So yeah, data. It's the simple answer.
Awesome. Another question from the audience. What does the competitive landscape look like? How is this different than what applied VR is doing?
So VR is essentially delivering cognitive behavioral therapy at a distance. It's solving the problems of access to VR by making it more readily available, which is awesome. But cognitive behavioral therapy still has a very big problem in that it's a very small self-selected sample of people that will do it in the first place. So cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, for example, has been around for 22 years. Every single study that's ever been done shows it works. Market penetration, 0.01%. So we are really a rescue drug compared to that. So if you get people in a better shape, then things like cognitive behavioral therapy will work really well. But you have to get people into better shape first before really doing many of those solutions. So we really sit in the basket of potential solutions. We sit before things like applied VR, which really ideally in the long term would be done when you're in a bit better state to make better use of that technology.
Got it. Awesome. So one more question. What is the price point for this device and treatment? And are you targeting for use as a first line of treatment or a substitute for existing drugs that have already been tried?
Price point, $100 a month. We are a breakthrough device, so we're expecting CMS approval for reimbursement early next year, followed by private payers. All of our clinical trials are on the basis of don't change anything you're doing, use the device in addition, and then reduce your drug use as you wish afterwards. And that's kind of working really well. As for opioids, for example, people are making the choice in real time. Do I want to operate equipment, be with my family, drive a car, in which case I will use the device and take my pain down? Or do I want maximum pain relief and not care about loss of ability to function, in which case I'll pop a pill? And that, in our view, is the right attitude. All of these problems require a toolkit, and we're a tool in that toolkit. And the question is, what is the right tool for the specific task you're trying to complete at the time?